Hi, here we are with our chart that we normally use at school. I brought it home just so that we could take a look at all of the new amazing words that will go with this story. So, this story that we're going to read this week is about a train. And I'm going to go ahead and read the amazing words from the bottom of the chart and see if you can kind of try to figure out which of these pictures goes with those words while I'm reading about them. And then we'll talk about them for a minute. So the words are engine, tracks, passenger, roundhouse, mountain, and valley. So the really large picture here shows the area between two taller places like two hills or two mountains. And I bet you know which word goes with this lower place. I think it's been in a couple other stories that we've read. That's right, it's the valley. So that would be the low area between the two mountains. And then, of course, this picture shows a train traveling in the valley, but above there is a very, very tall mountain. And you can see that it's so tall, it actually has snow at the top because the air is colder there. So sometimes when it would rain or snow, the snow will stay there. Then, of course, we have the front of a train, which is the place where the engineer sits and drives the train. It's where the engine for the train is, and that whole part of the train is called that's right, engine. Finally, we have the tracks. And of course, trains don't have the same kind of wheels like your bicycle or a car or a truck, and so they cannot go on a regular road. They have to be able to go on special tracks that will keep them steady and straight. At the bottom, we have two other pictures. This one shows a lady and a little girl getting on with the help of one of the train workers. And so they are going to ride the train. What do you think that makes them? That's right, they are a passenger on the train. They're going to go for the train ride and travel to some place. Lastly, we have this. This is kind of a unique thing that we don't see very often anymore, but it is in certain places, mostly places where they store train engines or train cars. This is called a roundhouse, and the roundhouse is the way that they can put a train engine on the tracks, then spin it so that it can go the opposite direction that it first went on. So if you look at this picture, you can see that there are train tracks right here in the middle, but then there is a round, that's why they call it the roundhouse, round section that spins all the way around to change the direction that the train was going from this way to this way. And that's useful sometimes when they're taking an engine off of one train and putting it on another, and they need to switch the directions or the ways that the train is going to go. So, in our story this week, we are going to read the words engine, tracks, passenger, roundhouse, mountain, and valley.